Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, throughout today, guys, I have found myself skipping around my house. I have been dancing the occasional jig on the way to the toilet, etc., in simple acknowledgement to the successful presidential election of Donald Trump across the pond there over in America. And of course, the complete decimation and meltdown of the left wing over on social media throughout the entirety of today that I have been lapping up like a thirsty dog. But coupled with my feelings of happiness and elation, I have been getting feelings of envy and deep-rooted jealousy, simply for the fact of who the American people have running their country for the next 4 to 5 years. Now, this is a man who cares little about who he offends with what he says. This man tends to get done what he proclaims he is going to do during an election. And this is a man who puts America and the people within America first above all else. And that is where my feelings of jealousy and envy stem from. Especially when I sit down and think who we have on offer when we head to the polling stations at general elections and by-elections and local elections. Do we have a Trump-esque type character to vote for? Someone who isn't afraid to get things done, who isn't afraid to speak his mind? No, we don't. And that's where this feeling of dejection and depression really starts creeping into my body at the fact that we have no one on offer who can save us, I suppose, from the rut we are currently in this country. I mean, let's have a quick look, shall we? Who we have on a ballot sheet when we do head to a general election at the polling stations. We, of course, have Sir Keir Starmer, someone who would much rather see the white British working class sent to the gulag than ensure our security and our safety. The man is clueless, he is spineless, and he's nothing short of batshit bonkers. It boggles my mind how on earth he got into number 10 in the first place. Well, yes, I do suppose I do know, because people didn't want to go out, because simply people don't want to vote, because there really is no one to vote for. And secondly, we have Kemi Badenoch, the newly elected leader of the Conservative Party, who, we all know, is a World Economic Forum shill and an advocate for the vaccine, and should not be trusted as far as we can throw her. And of course, we have good old Nigel Farage. Now, I do realise that a lot of people have a lot of time for Nigel Farage. People seem to see him as a beacon of light in the darkness, a road to some kind of sanctuary from all the bullshit we are going through in this country at the moment. But even him, I am not fully on board with 110%. He is too concerned about his own mental image, his own image. He's too concerned about what people think of him. He's too concerned about what people call him. And he just should not be like that. It should be England and the people within England first and foremost, before your image, before what people call you, before everything. We don't have that type of character yet again. I suppose the closest we have got at this present moment in time is Ben Habib. But even then, it's not going to please the British nationalists, the purists, because he's of Pakistani heritage. And a lot of people won't like that. A lot of people didn't like it when Rishi Sunak was in charge. A lot of people don't like it now because Kemi Badenoch's in charge and she's a black woman. And I can understand that. I'm not saying I am one of them 110%, although I do follow their lines to a certain extent. But I'll be quite happy to see Ben Habib in number 10 because he is one that doesn't give a shit about what he says either. He doesn't care what people say about him. He gets a torrent of abuse on social media and it's just water off a duck's back. He's got the skin of a rhino, and that's exactly what we need in this country. We need a strong figurehead, someone who's going to tell the rest of the world, if you don't like what we're doing, go fuck yourselves. Stop bowing down to pressure. Stop walking on eggshells. Stop worrying about being called a racist. Stop worrying about being called a transphobe. Stop worrying about being called Islamophobic. Who gives a shiny shite? They are names. If you are in a position of power within the country, you put that country first, you put the people within that country first, and to hell with everybody else. It's as simple as that. And that is what America has. And that is why I have feelings of envy and deep jealousy, because we don't have that on offer. That's my video, guys. Please do let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Cheers.